Jason Alexander was one of the most iconic sitcom characters of all time and became a multi-millionaire for it, but there was one occasion he was so pissed off he wanted out. Making the show Seinfeld, the character of George Costanza was based on Seinfeld's co-creator, comedian Larry David. But the reason Larry David never played George on the show was because he was a comedian as well as Jerry Seinfeld. They wanted the show to center around Jerry's comedy, and it would be too weird to have two comedians on stage at once. Casting the character of George was the most difficult decision in Seinfeld, where they actually considered Danny DeVito and Chris Rock before Jason Alexander got the part. Making Seinfeld, Jason Alexander had the second highest amount of episodes with 179 of the 180 episodes of the show, beating out Michael Richards and Julia Louis-Dreyfus. But the one episode that Jason Alexander wasn't in of Seinfeld was called The Pen, and the only reason he wasn't there was because they couldn't find a way to fit him in the story. When he was told he wasn't going to be in the episode, he actually had a freak out in front of the staff and told everybody he'd be quitting the show. The only reason they stayed was Jerry Seinfeld and Larry David made a verbal contract with him that they'd never make an episode of Seinfeld without him again. Because he wasn't getting residuals, he was trying to push Jerry Seinfeld to do a 10th season of the show that didn't happen. With that, I'm Charles Pro. Subscribe to learn something.